Wayne, if you can come on out here. Yep, let's give him a big hand.
I'd like to thank Tony D'Annunzio and Artex Detroit and the Kresge grant for making all this possible. I'm Wayne Kramer. I started a band here a long time ago called the MC5. I write music for film and television for a living these days, but for a few years I was known as 00180-190. I'm an archetypal drug war prisoner, and I watched for 30 years after I was released how more and more people just like me were sentenced to longer and longer prison terms in worse and worse conditions. I got off easy. And I want to provide you with a context for why we're here tonight. And it has to do with these guitars. When I was locked up, a new music form emerged called punk rock. And there was a band in England, a very conscious band, The Clash. They wrote a song about my problems with authority. Me and a couple other guys. And that song was called Jail Guitar Doors. Years and years later, after watching what was happening in our country and questioning who are we that we lock up 2.3 million of our fellows, half of them mentally ill people, half of them nonviolent economic drug crimes. Who are we? What kind of people are we? You know, we're not judged by how we treat Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. We're judged by how we treat the least of us, the weakest of us. So who are we? Who am I? And to confront, to militantly oppose my own apathy, my own nihilism. I decided I had to do something. I think one person can make a difference. I think two people can do a hell of a thing. A handful of people can start a movement. And people created this mess of mass incarceration in America. And if people made this mess, people can fix it. And we will fix it. This can't stand. This is the greatest disaster in American social policy in our domestic history. This is a terrible, inhumane, indecent thing that we do to our fellows. The damage is incalculable. So how do we militantly oppose that? We take action. We step up. And what I decided to do, since I'm an ex-offender, I'm a prisoner. See my face? I'm human. And I caught my offenses here in Detroit. And I wanted to come back to Michigan to bring our program of rehabilitation through the transformative power of music here to Michigan. Tomorrow night, these guitars and a handful more are going into the state prison in Saginaw. And we don't give these guitars as gifts. These guitars represent a challenge. If the men in this prison accept these guitars, they've accepted the challenge to use them as tools to begin the process of positive change. Change is hard, but if you incentivize people, if you give them the tools, most of them will change for the better. 90% of them are coming home and they're going to sit next to you in the theater. They're going to stand next to you at Whole Foods getting your groceries. So who do you want standing next to you? Somebody who's lived in a world of racism and violence and defeat and bitterness for a decade or two? Or someone that was given a shot at redemption? Doesn't everyone deserve a shot at redemption? The people that donated the money that paid for these guitars are sending a message to our fellows on the inside. And that message is that they believe in them. That they believe they want to change for the better. They believe they want to come home and rejoin their friends and family and rejoin our community and be part of the deal. Those people, prison isn't what you think it is. Addiction isn't what you think it is. Drugs aren't what you think they are. So we have a terrific night of entertainment. I'm going to finish up by asking you to help us. You can go to jailguitardoors.org, and you can send us whatever you can. Our guitars, these guitars are in over 60 American prisons today. We have a waiting list of 50 more. So, John Sinclair and I were just talking. We've come full circle. I started off here. I got in trouble here. I went to prison here. And I'm back today to help my fellows. Help us, help them, help you. We're all in this together.